Good morning. Happy Monday. May everyone have had a great weekend. I know that I did. And today is CEO Day. Woo! So, what do we do on CEO Day? Today, I am making a journal on what happened after I signed off the stream on Friday. So, let me just tell you, it wasn't very pretty. I did end green, however, we could take a look at this. So, my goal here, my goal since I started streaming again was accountability. I find that when I'm sitting at my computer, I can have a plan, I can have an idea, but the moment a new plan or a new idea comes in my head, then whatever I had decided a minute ago is gone, and then I have no accountability. There's nothing to review, there's nothing to watch. If I take 5 trades and I don't record them, then it's gone. So, before I signed off on Friday, the first thing that I said is that I should really lock out. And then I decided to say, I don't feel like locking out. I feel like trading more. And then I went and had a break, and then I came back, and this happened. So this is where we were. We took one loss. This was market open, before market open. And then here was our win. So we were up $208, which is amazing for just 2 micros. That's 200 ticks. That's a crazy move. A lot of people don't get that move. So we were lucky. Well, we weren't lucky, but we saw our opportunity and we took it, and the market rewarded us. And then I came back and I really, 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 really wanted to hit those equal lows. So I'm sure everybody that trades ICT, we were all watching those equal lows on Friday, and everybody wanted them to be hit. So this was the move that we took. We took this move up to our previous day high, and then I seen us starting to reverse. And I'd already taken my trade, and I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose any of my profits. So I went in with, I didn't want to lose any of my profits, but I also did not want to miss out on these equal lows being hit. That is one issue, but I'll go back over that issue later. So I got into 1 micro somewhere around here, and I was holding it, and it was going up and going down and going down and going down. And as it was going down, I sent another micro, and then price was just consolidating, and then it started going against me. And even though I had my stop up here and it was about $50 or $70 at that swing high, every time it would go against me, I would feel my heart being like, no, I just lost all my profits. No, I just lost all my progress for today. And that feeling there is what really hurt me. So I saw one awesome inversion. It was like on the 30-second or the 1 minute while I was still in my micro trade. So you can see that I sent my micro trade okay, so 39, it came back and it hit me at break even. And then I saw, a quick little inversion, and I said, ooh, I know this is going to go to here. So I sent a mini and I hit up $220, and I was like, whoa, that's amazing. I'm up $400 on the day, and that's a pretty big day for me right now. And then I saw on Bookmap that my short position, so I took my profits, and then I saw it going back up, and I was like, ooh, I just got this one. I was like, now it's going to hit this liquidity. So I sent another mini. Okay, I sent another mini long. And the second I send the long, it starts going like this. And it's going down, and it's going down. And it's $200, $300, $400, $500. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, there's all my profits gone in just literally 1 second. So I cut the trade. And then I immediately, as you can see, okay, I cut the trade at 10:51.19. And then immediately I sent a short position. And I was up 300, 400, and I was like, fuck, was like, I don't just want to make it back. I was like, I want to make it back and I want to be back to where I was. So I'm pushing it, I'm pushing it, I'm pushing it. And it hits my profit target. And then I'm up again about $300 or $200 or something. And then I was like, oh, this is annoying. Now I'm further away from where I was when I had just started. And those emotions got to me and I spiraled. So then I sent another, I sent a micro, which hit me at break even. And then I sent another micro, which again hit me about $30 in profit. And as you can see, I keep going, I keep going, I keep going. The time between these trades is like 1 minute, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And then finally I get into my last short, which was going, I had it just below the equal lows. And I'm micromanaging, I'm watching, micromanaging. And then I said, you know what? I don't want to lose this $90. So I just took my profits, and then I took my profits and it goes to my target. So it's very emotional. Those 20 minutes felt like an hour. And yeah, it just reminded me of where I was a month ago when I know I've been showing you guys this a lot, but this piece of paper is very important to me. So a month ago when I did this, so here's a whole month of my progress. And then for it all to be wiped away in one day because I did not want to be rebuilt. I had that time on me. And that time constraint really messed with my mentality. And I felt it all slipping away on Friday as I watched that mini eat up all my profits. Look, you can see it was a 30-second trade. I sent it and it immediately went against me. And the worst part is that it's not that it's a loss, it's that it was against my plan. I was happy to sign off and grateful to sign off with the move that we had made. But somewhere along the line, my perfectionism got to me. I said that I really, 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 really wanted to hit these equal lows. What does that mean? So what that means to me is that in a sense, it's my perfectionism. So in the market, we have these opportunities. We could either take the short to here, and that's a great opportunity. And I like my targets to be hit. But the one thing that I forget about is that once that target is hit, we actually have another opportunity. So I was so focused in on hitting that liquidity that I actually missed out or didn't or whatever, that I actually lost sight of the target, which is waiting for my setup and taking my setup. So I didn't really think about it this weekend. What I had decided when I signed off on Friday was that I'm going to make a video about this on Monday. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to think about it all. And while I'm very grateful that it ended up in my favor, this picture here tells us that it's not always going to end in our favor. That even though we do, in a sense, have control in these revenge trades and these revenge moments, when the account is blown and the P&L is so damn red, that is when you take all your progress and you throw it down the drain. And in that moment, I was willing to throw it all down the drain. For what? I don't even remember. To hit those equal lows? So, yeah. Crazy day. Crazy, crazy, crazy. However, I am grateful that I didn't spiral that far, but also very grateful that I've kept it very good these last 2 weeks. So what's my plan going into this week? It's just going to be the same thing we did last week, which is measure out our ranges. So here we've got a huge range. So measure out our ranges and then decide on our sizing based on our range. And the more that we flow with the market and the more that we stick to our plan, the more that we actually find our progress. One of the biggest videos that impacted me was Justin Werlein's video on, he wrote, How I Made $700,000 Day Trading. And it wasn't about a strategy. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about any of that. But what his video was about was the process and following the process. And that's really what I've been working towards, because I can make big gains, but I can also make big losses. I'm sure I'm saying that, but you also have been there too. And the whole point of my show, well, the whole point of streaming, not only is to stick to our rules every day, but is to have some form of accountability. I've got lots of friends and lots of trading circles, and whenever they struggle, I always try to share with them what helps me. And making these videos, making these streams, and having these recordings, honestly, is the best thing I ever did for my trading. So I'm very grateful that I have the courage to put myself out there, and also grateful that I have the courage to keep going every day. So what we're going to do now, and what I'm going to do going forward, is we're going to lock out every day. So when we're done trading, we're going to lock out. Mondays we don't trade. Why? Because historically, in all of my data, Mondays is my red day. It's not Friday. A lot of people's is Friday, but Mondays is mine. So in order to take control and to empower myself with that data, with that knowledge, is I have made Mondays my CEO day. So trading is a business. Every trade we place is a business decision. So why not have a day where we can work on our business and move forward? How do I work on my business? So I will show you guys. Okay, so not only do I watch back all my streams. That is one thing that I do. I watch back my streams. Oops, wrong channel. Oh. Okay, techno. Okay, so I watch back all my streams. No, come on. There we go. Oh my God. Okay, now this is not me. This is the thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, view your channel. Perfect. So not only do I watch back all my streams, I watch back my trades, but I also watch back my face and how I react when I take a loss or when I take a win. What I've learned from trading in the zone is that our emotions is what creates the problems with our trading. So not only do we have the negative emotions from losing, but we also have the euphoria from winning. So when I win and I get really excited on stream, I like to watch that back and know that while it's good to be grateful for our wins, that we also have to have some type of groundedness and not let that euphoria spiral us. Because that's what happened on Friday. Well, it was a mix of more profits, hit that equal low, but also, yes, I did so good. So another thing that I use to really help me is this, the Higher Self app. What it is, it's a meditation app. And there's some very good meditations on there. I like to go within the entrepreneurial one, money mindset, all that stuff. Clear the Fear. The lady who built the app, her name is Marley Rose Harris, and she works with subconscious reprogramming to break your upper ceilings that you can't see. Because a lot of times what happens is our thoughts, well, not a lot of times, but what happens is that our thoughts create our reality. So if we believe that it's going to take us 3 years to be a profitable trader, then it's going to take us 3 years. We're going to have the thoughts, we're going to have the actions that make it take 3 years. But if we believe right now that we're already profitable and that all we have to do is stick to our plan and trade like a profitable trader, then it all just happens. And my favorite one that I use from her is this one. I do this one every morning. Recalibrate to your highest potential. So I find that really helpful. It helps me remove all of my negative emotions, but also it allows me to reset my mindset going into trading and also believe that we can do this. Because that belief is the most important. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. Let's write that here. So what does this mean? This means that we are in control. That while we believe that the Matrix or whatever we live in, while we believe that's reality, it's actually not reality. The reality is in our head, and the reality is the frequency that we live on. So if we're always chasing money, we're always going to be chasing money. But if we believe that trading gives us freedom and every day we show up and we're grateful for the opportunity to trade and then we feel free afterwards, then it's all just going to roll by. It's all just going to come. So thank you for joining me this morning on my CEO day. Thank you for listening to me on why I only trade on stream now. And moving forward, we will be locking out so that nothing like this ever happens again. Because if I had showed up on stream with a $700 or whatever, $350 loss after I was already up $200, then not only would I feel like I'm not who I say I am, but I would also feel like I had made a mistake. So even though I did make the mistake, and you see that? Even though I did make the mistake, I was able to get out of it, but also able to know that I'm better than that and that my skills outweigh my emotions in trading. Now, one last thing I just wanted to share with you. I saw this in a YouTube video, so I'm going to paste it here. This is actually what Justin Merlin was talking about. It's, are you trading to trade or are you trading to make money? So take that away from you. Think of that. And the next time you're trading, remember, do I love trading or am I chasing the money? Thank you. See you tomorrow.